Yo, what is up, guys? YellowDrako here, back at it again. Uh, so quick team build. Of course, I don't want to make this too long. So A&G week 4, we play Leash Seas United, which is Nightmare. It's actually my first battle against him, so I was pretty excited and pretty nervous also because I know he's a pretty good player. But yeah, you can see his team on the right side of the screen. Uh, Looking at his team, threats, more Pico is a threat. Conkeldurr always a threat. Yeah, it really hits very hard. Quagsire a defensive threat, to be honest. Like, no, if you don't have a grass type, that you will not be able to break it. Scarf Chandelier also very scary. Having two strength zappers like Vileplume and Corsola is pretty threatening. He has a very defensive team, like very different to sorry if you can hear that noise in the far away. I'm very sorry, but yeah, like compared to our last battle, this is more like of a defensive team compared to the extreme offense of Mimikyu and Halucha last time. But yeah, let's go to the team building right now. You can see the team right here. So Grimmsnarl assault base with the Frisk. So Grimmsnarl was mostly like to take hits from a Scarf Chandelier, and I mean Vileplume in any case, but I won't stay on a Vileplume. Whimsicott also, or I mean, Grimmsnarl was a pretty basic set. Like Darkest Area, Sucker Punch for priority, Spirit Break to hit that more Pico, like in case he switches or something or whatever. Even Velius or whatever, it's Vilus, I think you say his name, and then Power Whip to be able to hit a Quagsire in case we were like matched up. Then I think I'm gonna show this one. Well, let's show it. We have Mantine with Wildlands. Wildlands, well, of course you can see the this Hurricane Agility Hydro Pump Ice Beam. Actually, I should have bring like probably Seed Bomb or something to hit Quagsire, but oh well. So you can see this is Swim Wildlands offense. So the first thing I noticed when I saw his team was he's pretty weak to Mantine. Like if I can set up a Mantine with the rain, there's like if Morpeko is out of the game, like what can he do? To be honest, like he literally doesn't have anything for Mantine. Like Morpeko is the only thing that can kill Mantine, and then like Quagsire can kind of wall it. But yeah, so I brought the Mantine, Swift Swim, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Agility, Hurricane. Agility just in case we couldn't put up the rain. But yeah, I mean this was my main way of winning. Then we have we're gonna go a little bit faster. We have Mr. Rhyme with a Damp Rock. So this is a rain setter, pretty basic Mr. Rhyme. Max defense, just like I mean for the Conkeldurr in case we're like 100 or something. Like for Conkeldurr, more Pico, anything. To be honest, I really didn't run any calcs on the Mr. Rhyme. I just put max defense and max speed because the only thing I wanted Mr. Rhyme to do was actually rain dance, and that's it. Because actually I had put in Healing Wish instead of Psychic, but then I saw that Healing Wish was after home, so and this league is pre-home, so yeah, I had to take a Healing Wish with Psychic. But yeah, I mean pretty weird Mr. Rhyme. Then we have Google the Flygon. We have a Scarf. Like I always said, I mean one Scarf is always pretty good. And I thought like Flygon with the Scarf was pretty decent on this matchup. I can always U-turn on a lot of things. Like if Quagsire comes in, I can always U-turn into my Rotomo or something. Morpeko takes a lot from U-turns. Even like in case I think he's gonna switch, and always free U-turns on the Whimsicott. Corsola, U-turn on the Corsola. I like that. Fire Punch a double because Fluffy. Fire Punch on nothing else, to be honest. But yeah, I mean he doesn't really appreciate earthquakes. Oh, Fire Punch on Vileplume, since Vileplume is a good switch into this. But yeah, pretty basic Flygon. Then we have Ferrothorn, and to be honest, Ferrothorn was just kind of a wall, but I really think I really wanted to chip more Pico most of the time, because like I said, Mantine actually swept his team if he doesn't have more Pico. So I really just brought it set up rocks. If I have the opportunity, several spikes. body press to hit more Pico and to hit Steelix, and then knockoff for Corsola and like probably a Chandelier switching. That was my plan. I was pretty scared that I wasn't bringing Power Whip or Seed Bomb for Quagsire, but that's what I brought, Power Whip on Grimmsnarl. And also, like, if I set up the rain, then Mantine can do a lot of damage. And then we have Rotomo, which was also for Quagsire and other things. So this was an Aquaberry Rotomo. It was also max defense, max HP with actually modest and 4 special attack because I wanted damage, of course. So I was Nasty Plot, Charge, Discharge, Leaf Storm. This was a pretty defensive Rotomo. I also walled more Pico with this. Like I said, my game plan was to swim with Mantine from the start. I knew Mantine could have done it, so I had to bring a very defensive team and put myself in a situation where Mantine sweeps. But yeah, I mean, Nasty Plot is pretty good here because then after that I can always throw out Leaf Storms on everything, except like Vileplume, and also like Charge if like maybe it's something like, let's say Chandelier comes in. If I know Chandelier is coming in, I can always charge on it and then throw up a Discharge, and even if he Fire Blast, I know I live one with my Aquaberry. So yeah, like I had confidence in this. But yeah, I mean, this is the pretty basic team building. I mean, I'm pretty bad at team building, not gonna lie. Like you can see, my EVs are like not even very well made. But yeah, I mean, I just make my team builds pretty fast. But yeah, this team build has gone for way too long. So yeah, right now we're gonna go into the battle. So see ya in the battle. What's up, guys? And we're back. As you can see, we have the battle now. So let's see at the matchup. Team preview. You can see, you already know my team. He brought Conkeldurr, Whimsicott, Morpeko, Chandelier, Steelix, and Quagsire. Very surprising. He didn't bring Corsola, which is pretty good because then I mean I don't have to worry about strength steps and everything like that. But Morpeko was there, Chandelier was there, and Conkeldurr was there. Those were pretty big threats for me. So yeah, and also Quagsire is just so annoying. So watching this preview, I was like, okay, so I don't think he's gonna go Chandelier. I don't think you will risk your Chandelier, to be honest, at this point, because it's always a free switching into my Mantine if he thinks I'm a very defensive Mantine. So I'm thinking, to be honest, he could lead Morpeko, Parting Shot, something like that, or he could just lead Steelix and set up rocks. Like, I think his leads were, like, what I thought was he's gonna lead either Morpeko, Steelix, or Whimsicott, and what's his name? Ferrothorn deals with them pretty good. So yeah, I mean, let's start this battle. As you can see, he leads Steelix. Then I go into Ferrothorn, we trade rocks. I already knew that was gonna happen. At this point, I knocked off because it was a pretty good mid ground. Like, if he stays in, I take out his potential Life Orb or potential lefties, whatever. But also, it's a pretty good switching for him to go into Chandelier, because normally Ferrothorns, you see like Ferrothorn with Leech Seed, Protect, Stealth Rock, Power Whip because he has a Quagsire, Body Press because he has a Steelix, and Body Press he also has a Morpeko. So you wouldn't really expect a knockoff on Ferrothorn. At least that's what I was banking. He not expecting a knockoff. And I know Nightmare is a pretty good player, but I really was just banking on him, not thinking I had knockoff. So I just knocked off here, knocked his Starve, which was insane. This point my switch into this is Grimmsnarl because I'm Assault Vest, and then I can revenge it with Sucker Punch. So I just Sucker Punch it. Even if he switches that, that thing is gone. So he goes Morpeko, which is a threat. I don't want to switch in to anything. I could have switched in into Ferrothorn probably, but I just let this go down. At this point, I can go freely to Ferrothorn. I should have spiked there, but I just really wanted to take care of this. You know, Morpeko is our threat. Now, I think I Body Press Steel just in case he stayed in. Yeah. Body Press. Then I put up a layer spike, but with Iron Defense was like, oh, this is a problem because he's gonna start Body Pressing me now. So I mean, at this point, I just Body Press, get the chip. I'm Rocky Helmet, so he's gonna take a lot of chip. Iron Bobs and Rocky Helmet takes a lot of chip, and now a Rotor Ball can clean it with Leaf Storm if we hit it, and yeah, we hit it, which is pretty good. At this point, he goes more Pico. He basically rapid spins for free because I mean I'm -2 special attack, but we got a plot. So I was like, okay, this more Pico is in Leaf Storm range if I plot. So I plotted, and I know I'm max defense and max HP, so anything he does, I live. And as expected, he auto wheels, even if it's dark type, I live it, and then I just need to hope to hit the Leaf Storm, and I hit it. So that's perfect situation. Now he goes into Whimsicott, which is a pretty good like the play he has to do. Because I mean I don't really have switches to Moonblast, and my only switching is like Mantine, but it's looking pretty bad for me, like in an offensive if we don't think about Rain Mantine, because I mean what else can I do, to be honest? Even if he's like if he's Scarf Whimsicott, he can definitely just destroy my Flygon. Rotom drops to anything, so I was just banking on like my only play here was go Mr. Rhyme, set up the rain. And I like go Mr. Rhyme and set up the rain, and like what I wanted to do is go into this, then take the hit because I know I take one, and then my play was the only play was I had to click Rain Dance and really hope he thinks I'm Scarf. At this point I was banking more that he wasn't Scarf. Did he take Life Orb damage? I think he took Life Orb damage. Yeah, it took Life Orb damage. So yeah, it was Life Orb, I think. Yeah, it was Life Orb. Yeah. So yeah, when I saw that, at first I thought it was Scarf. Then when I saw the Life Orb damage, then yeah, I was like, okay, then I have to bluff him that I'm Scarf, and he has to be Scarf and Ice Beam. So I was fully expecting him to go Conkeldurr. I could have Psychic also, but I mean that wasn't the play. My play was to sweep with Mantine from the start. So here he switches, which was, oh my god, that was the best feeling ever, to set up the rain with my Mr. Rhyme with Damp Rock. I at this point I was like, I just need the good rolls against Quagsire, and I would just win this game. I knew at this point I won this game. I just needed the rolls against Quagsire. At this point I dropped to Mach Punch, of course. Then Mantine comes in. I'm gonna get a free hit on Quagsire since he has to switch. 36%. Pretty min roll. He had lefty, so that was pretty good. Now here is pretty interesting. He got confused. I'm glad he didn't hit himself, because I mean at that point it would have mattered a lot. But he Toxic, which was pretty weird. I mean, I know crippling the Mantine is pretty good, but I mean he could recover stall me, to be honest, to stall the rain. But I mean I can also understand why he Toxic. I mean this is looking like a big threat, and also he probably didn't expect Damp Rock on my Mr. Rhyme. But at this point I just need one more Hurricane. If he had Protect that would have sucked, but oh well. At this point I just need one Hurricane, I take it down, and at this point I already know I won. I mean there's no way he kills with Mach Punch. I'm faster than him. Hurricane one shot, and then Whimsicott is not Scarf, so I just one shot it also with Hurricane. And as my plan was, Mantine swept in the end, and my plan was good. I mean the prep in the end was pretty good. I wouldn't say I outplayed my opponent. To be honest, I don't think I really outplayed him. I really think I just had my mind was set up on something, and my man was set up on I'm gonna sweep with Mantine, and because he really doesn't have any switch into Mantine. But I mean I got lucky because I really just had to bluff Scarf on Mr. Rhyme. So Nightmare this battle was incredible. I really liked it. It was pretty quick though, but I've seen Nightmare battles, and he's a pretty good player, also in UDL. And yeah, I'm just very I mean it was a good battle, and hopefully I can play Nightmare later on, maybe in another season of UDO, or maybe in playoffs in this league. But who knows? I mean, it was a pretty good battle, and yeah, I hope you like this battle. And I'm gonna try and continue to keep this content up. Tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, sorry, Monday, I hope I have the IFBL, because this video should go up on Sunday, and then the IFBL battle should go up on Monday. And actually, I'm gonna talk about that later, but right now I'm actually working on a new project that you're gonna see. Hopefully, I'm hoping to release it on Friday, maybe, and if not, I'm gonna release it next week. But yeah, I'm gonna continue doing this. I'm going to continue doing this content. I'm really trying to at least do 3 videos a week. But yeah, hope you like this video. Hope you like the battle. I'm sorry that I keep rambling. I just sometimes just ramble a lot. But yeah, pretty good battle. GG's to my opponent Nightmare. Hopefully we can meet up in playoffs. Now we are 3-1 in the A&G League. And yeah, I'm bad at outros, so I don't know what to say. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, you can leave a like, and see ya next time.